The member for Willoughby.
Thank you, Speaker. $10 million of public money in New South Wales is about to be used by the Minns Labor Government and North Sydney Council to demolish a community-run, not-for-profit, much-loved local childcare centre. Money intended to grow local infrastructure is instead poised to destroy it. That is the reality confronting Kelly's Place Children's Centre in Crows Nest. For almost 40 years, Kelly's Place has served generations of families from its home in Hume Street Park. It is trusted and embedded in our community. Unless there is urgent intervention by the state government in the next few weeks, the centre will be forced to close at the end of this year. Children, families and educators will be displaced. The New South Wales Government has partnered with North Sydney Council to spend almost $10 million on Hume Street Park Stage 2. That funding will facilitate the destruction of one of our community's essential services. That is indefensible. Council's inflexible position does not relieve the state government of its responsibility and role. The state government has control over the funding, design and delivery of this project. It has entered into a delivery agreement with Council and has both the power and responsibility to prevent this outcome. To its credit, the government has to date acknowledged the concerns and said it wants a solution that saves Kelly's Place while delivering improved open space. But time is running out. The government must now match its words with real action. It should insist that the park be designed around Kelly's Place or the project will not proceed. Crows Nest is growing. It needs more open space, but also childcare close to homes, workplaces and transport. Open space and childcare are not competing priorities. A growing community needs both, and good planning should and can deliver both. Indeed, Hume Street Park already does. Kelly's Place is integrated into the park and much of its footprint has a publicly accessible green roof. The park may need to be refreshed and reimagined, but there's no reason the existing model cannot continue. The case for using millions of dollars in public funds to close and demolish Kelly's Place has simply not been made. The principal benefit of Stage 2 comes from the partial closure of Hume Street and a pedestrian connection between the Metro and Willoughby Road through Hume Street Park. That does not require Kelly's Place to be demolished. It is not in the path, and innovative open space already exists on the roof and between the centre and the indoor sports facility. Removing childcare to marginally increase that space would not represent a net gain for the community. It would replace one essential community asset with a marginally sized extra patch of grass and leave local families worse off. Recent revelations across the childcare sector have shaken parents. Families are looking for services they know and trust. Community-run, not-for-profit centres such as Kelly's Place are more important than ever. Council's consultation treated the removal of Kelly's Place as a foregone conclusion and did not directly ask whether the centre should be retained or integrated into the park. Worse, while public consultation was still underway, Council voted to terminate the lease on 31 December 2026 and ruled out retaining the building. The decision had effectively been made before community was asked or heard. It is wrong. Council tried not to ask the question. The community has answered it anyway. The results of the consultation show around 95% of respondents who expressed a view on Kelly's Place support its retention. That represents 85% of all responses. Almost 4,000 people have signed a petition to save Kelly's Place. The community's view could not be clearer. The government cannot now ignore the community by putting forward any park design that omits Kelly's Place. In the 1980s, former Mayor Ted Mack created a precinct serving multiple community needs. He brought together sport, parking, parkland and community childcare in Hume Street Park. That was ambitious local government. Kelly's Place is part of that legacy. The approach recognised that constrained urban land should serve more than one purpose. Where is that vision now? Where is that ambition? The answer should be better integration, not demolition. Other opportunities to expand open space remain. The Holterman Street Park proposal has a completed business case and design plans. Renewal of the indoor sports centre creates another opportunity for integrated planning across the precinct. These options reinforce the same point. There is no urgency to demolish Kelly's Place. Once it's gone, it simply cannot be recreated elsewhere. Another community-run, not-for-profit service would be permanently lost. The state government should not allow that loss through haste, poor design, nor council intransigence. Kelly's Place can be saved, and this is urgent right now. The community has overwhelmingly called for its retention, and the government has the power to require it. The government should direct that Kelly's Place be retained and incorporated into the park's design. It should make clear that no state funding will be provided for any design requiring its demolition. The government has partnered with Council in this project and it will own the outcome. It must now match its words with action and ensure public money is used to grow community infrastructure, not to bulldoze it.